What's up, Shintai? I'm trying a new perspective here, but, whatever. And I said I was going to get a new webcam. I can't get a ride, but either way. So, you're just asking what would I do if I could make my own game. And, this is what I would do. I'd make a game. I don't care what it's for. Maybe even PC, PS3, 360, Wii, whatever. Just like one of the um, home consoles or a PC. So what I would do is you'd get it will be a game like Guitar Hero, but instead of using a Guitar Hero controller, this is what you'll be using. You'll be using a real freaking guitar, not any bullshit 5-button things. And how this game would work is you would take a cable, plug into the input, and then you would have a receiver thing that you would plug your cable into, and it would be like a USB kind of thing. So, you're playing real guitar instead of that, and the songs there, and they'll have tabs or like sheet music or whatever for the songs so you can learn them, and you can tune the guitar differently. You have access to all the frets on it. You can use any kind of as long as it has an input, you can use it, and your score will be based on whether you're in tune or not, whether you got whether you're on time, whether your technique. So it's really going to be helpful for real musicians, and have bass support too. And even if you want to, you can use one of these. You can use a badass 7-string if you want to. And we'll have some songs where you can use 7-string, and downloadable content too, like they're using Rock Band and Guitar Hero, Because what it is a lot of these games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, they're basically, if you're a real guitarist, you pretty much can't play these games really well. And even Rock Band, I play the drums too, and that's mainly my instrument. And I really can't play Rock Band drums too well because it's just awkward for me to play on such a small thing. But problem solved. Real guitar, and and it can even be an online thing, and people can play guitar part 1 and 2, and then you get the harmonies going on. So. Like say if you're playing The Trooper by Iron Maiden, you have one guy going like, you don't play that perfectly, and then you have another guy. So then you get the full effect of the song instead of just playing one part. You have because a lot of these songs out there, they have more than one guitar part. It's not all about playing the same thing over and over again, and as long as you're hitting the right notes, so you can, there's many ways to play things, like this note here, is that note there too, as long as you're playing the right notes, I'm going to make it like that. So it's not really hitting the same button because, playing a song really is subjective to where you want it on the fretboard, but, it's got to be the same note, and I'm just going to make it like that, basically, and I don't know who's going to make it, it doesn't really matter to me, as long as I'm getting, the credit for it. And I think it's a good idea because, instead of, just jerking off with instrument controllers, you got, it's the real deal, it's basically like a guitar trainer, instead of this kind of like 5-button and strum bar trainer. And yeah, another thing that we'll have, which I forgot to mention, you'll have a solo mode. So what you do is you'd have a chord progression, for example. You can use this thing like that, and you're gonna have to solo over it, and you get points based on your phrasing, your technique, whether or not you stayed in key, if you used accidentals, how well that worked out, and yeah, it's basically gonna be like that. It's not gonna, and if you play the wrong note, it's not really going to condemn you. It's like you can fail a song, it's just basically you're great, and when you're playing online or with a friend, there's also a thing, like how tight you guys are together. I'm just doing this on the fly, these things, this is just something I thought of right when I watched your video, and not even all my ideas are complete, but it would be an awesome game to see, and I really hope somebody, takes this into consideration.